Hello there. Welcome back to Grade 12 of Accounting. In this video, I want to look at a question on VAT. And this is a question 3.4 according to this question paper. And the question reads: a buyer trader is registered for VAT. The VAT rate is 15%. So all the required facts are we are given 3.4.1, which we are going to look according to this video, which says calculate the amount of VAT payable to SARS for the VAT period ended 31 July 2024. So we are given information, so we can go down to check in terms of the information that we are given, starting here. That's where we have got our information. And we are given open balance, we say amount owed to SARS on 1 July 2024, we have 6,300. And then we are given amounts from the July 2024 journals, whereby we are given a column for excluding VAT amount, including VAT. So on the note part, we are told that we've got a star, which means this note is referring to this transaction, that is here of including VAT amounts, which is for credit sales. This amount includes zero-rated goods that should have been sold for 5,060. The bookkeeper has incorrectly included VAT of 660 rands on these goods. This must be corrected. So the statement is saying we have got 5,060 worth of goods that are zero-rated that are inside our credit sales. So it means we have to remove them there so that we can calculate the VAT for the net figure that would have got there. So if you go to our other section now, you'll see that we've got an open balance that we have of amount owed to SARS, which means we can show this as a positive. All the amounts owed to SARS, we can show them as positive. Then also VAT output according to these amounts, we can also show them as positive. Then VAT input, we can show as negative. And then the net figure is now the figure that we want to calculate there. So we go there and put our opening balance 6,300 on the other section. And this is our opening balance that we have. Then we can show it as a positive since it's amount owed to SARS. So if it was amount owed by SARS, we could have just maybe indicated it as opposite, whereby we are indicating as a opening negative figure. So we come here, we are now saying, we say all VAT output, we are going to show them as positives again. So the first item is sales returns. We know that when we sell goods, the sales we regard that as VAT output. So when they are now returns, it now becomes input. So it means the input that we have there is the VAT amount. So we need the VAT amount. So to get the VAT amount, we are just going to say including VAT minus excluding VAT. Then we are left with the VAT amount. In other words, we are just saying 7,935. Then we subtract 6,900. See that the figure that we are going to get there. Let's just try to see what figure do we get there. 7,935, and then we subtract 6,900. And then we're going to get 1,035. So 1,035 is VAT. Input, we are going to show it as a negative. So we go to the other section. And we're saying minus 1,000 and 1,035. When we go back and try to see in terms of the next item that we're given there. So we are now on the second one saying purchase of stock. So on purchase of stock, also we are going to try to see how we can indicate that one. Remember, we said when we do our sales, we sell goods, it's VAT output. So when we purchase, it becomes VAT input. So we are having input again, but we already have the VAT amount being calculated. Remember, we are looking for the VAT component. So we have got 3,075 as VAT for the purchase. So it's going to be our input again. And then we show it as a negative. So it's a negative 3,075. Go to our answer section. So we come here, say negative 3,075. Go to the next item. So on the next item, we have got a discount allowed, which is 6,780. So you'd see that discount allowed, it comes as income. So you'd see that all incomes, we are going to show them as a VAT output. or incomes VAT output, and then so we are going to show that what is the VAT output, but we are given only the including VAT amount, which is 780. The amount that what is VAT is VAT amount. But remember, we can use proportions here by saying the amount excluding VAT is always 100%. And then we have VAT amount, we're given it as 15%. And then including, obviously, if you add here, you get your including VAT, which is going to be 115%. So we can use this proportionate representation, whereby we can just put it down as a proportion, whereby we're saying 100% is equals to 780, and then the figure that we want is 15%. So we can just calculate it as such. So obviously, what we don't have becomes the numerator. What we have becomes the denominator, 100, and then multiplied by the given figure 780 over 1. And then obviously, I'm trying to find out what figure to get there. 15%, 15 over 100 becomes 0.15 as a decimal, and then we multiply by 780, and we're going to get to 117. So we've got 117, which we are saying is going to be VAT input. So we are going to show it as a negative. So we are saying negative 117. So I will go to the next item to see what we have. So after it's got allowed, we've got bad debts recovered of 240. And we see that it's already calculated as the VAT. It's under the VAT amount column, so we can take it as it is. And bad debts recovered, remember, when we are recovering, it means we are going to receive money. So whenever we receive money, we regard that as VAT output. So our VAT output, I'll show it as a positive there, according to our formula. So we're going to say plus 240. Then we go to the next item, which is the last one, which is on credit sales. So we are told that inside the credit sales, that's when we are going to have a zero rated goods that we are having there. So we can try to first remove the zero rated value, and then calculate the one that we are given. So let's just try to see. So we are saying 72,450, and as the rate zero rated is 5,060. Then the other that we are going to get there is going to be let's just try to see what we get there, 72,450, and then we subtract 5,060, and then we get to 67,390. That's what we have. So there now we can now use our proportion. Remember, we say our including VAT is 150%. And the figure that we want is 15%. So simple proportion, we are going to say 115 is the one that we are given is our net figure, 67,390. The figure that we want is 15%, which is obviously a question mark. And we can just try to apply simple proportion by saying what we don't have becomes the numerator. So we are saying what we don't have, 15. Numerator, what we have is 115, multiplied by the given figure, which is 67,390. So we try to calculate it as such. By you are saying 15 divided by 115. The other that is supposed to get there, we multiply by 67,390. Then obviously the figure that we're going to get there is going to be 8,790. So this now becomes our credit sales, and credit sales are always a VAT output. So we're going to show it as a positive plus 8,790. So we come here. plus 8,790. So you do the calculation by say 6,300 minus 1,035 minus 2,075 minus 170 plus 240 plus 8,790, and then the final answer that we are supposed to get there. Uh, uh, let's try to find. We're going to get 11,000. 11,103. So I'll go back to the question and try to see what does the question saying, so that you can see how we are going to present our final answer. Our question is saying calculate the VAT, amount, calculate the amount of VAT payable to SARS for the VAT period ending 2024. So obviously, it's VAT payable too. So it means it's always a positive, like what we got there. So this is what we have, guys, according to this video on the calculation of VAT. So let's meet again in the next video. Let's subscribe and share. Let's share the link to all our colleagues what we the core of accounting. Yes, for this video, I'm signing out. I will meet again in the next video.